Jan, congratulations.
Thank
Job
you.
done in round one. How do you assess your performance there?
Yeah, it's been okay. The last couple of weeks or month has been a bit difficult for myself, but I'm just happy with any win I can get at the moment. And today I switched back to my old darts, and it felt okay. Scoring wise, is a bit up and down. Missed a lot of doubles, but I'm happy to get the win with the 167.
Yeah, 167, a lovely checkout to finish, despite maybe a frustrating performance on the outer ring, would you say? Is that context?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, as I said, I switched back to my old darts. I haven't played with these for the last 6 weeks, so probably not the full confidence in them as I had a couple of weeks ago. So, I think it's normal to miss that amount of doubles, but of course it's frustrating. I know I need to put that right for tomorrow, but today I'm just really happy with this win.
Yeah, it's a big day tomorrow, obviously, with Luke Humphries in the quarterfinals, maybe one of the best performances tonight, for example, and stats-wise at least. How are you going to prepare for that one? I know you've faced him quite a few times already this year, but it's not an easy opponent to face so early on.
No, definitely not. But with the form I'm in at the moment, I'm really happy with this first win. And from this moment onwards, even though I'm the number three in the world, we'll see where we can go. Luke is in fantastic form. He showed it in the Premier League. He showed it today again against Jeffrey de Graaf. So he'll probably be the favourites for tomorrow. But I'm just going to enjoy it, and hopefully I can cause some damage tomorrow. Thank you. Hello.
Congratulations on the win today.
Thank you.
I think it was in League 8. There was a bit of frustration when we checked out the doubles 16. What was that about?
Yeah, the legs before, every time I had one or two darts, I step back and I missed it every time. And now I didn't step back and I hit it. And I was like, you should have done that earlier. So that was the frustration. I was like, okay, just don't step back anymore. And that's why I didn't do it on the 167 final leg. So I probably think that's why the frustration was there.
And second, first of all, second, nice shirt.
Thank
Nice
you.
to see the Danish flags on one of the shirts. What is your own idea, or who came up with that idea?
Yeah, it's my own idea. With all the World Series we're going to, we're traveling to beautiful places like Copenhagen this weekend. I want to show that I'm happy to be here. I want to get some different shirts from all the cities, so that's why I'm here in Copenhagen with the Danish flag with some Lego letters on the back. And yeah, I like this shirt, and hopefully the fans do as well.
I could see on the Sony that the Copenhagen is bringing you good stuff.
Yeah, Copenhagen's been fantastic so far. So yeah, I'm liking it here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Phil?
We're still away, guys?
Still here, mate. Dan, congratulations. You talk about going back to your old darts. What was the thought process and why did you go back to them?
For now, it's something I've been dealing with Red Dragon. They gave me the darts I was using before, the black ones. I like the grip very much, but the nose of the barrel was a bit different. They're gonna get it changed now, but it's gonna take some days or weeks to get them all the way from the factory in Kenya back to my hands. So I'm playing with these for now, but I'm hoping to get back to the black ones with the grip and the different nose on the barrel. But with the way I was throwing my darts, they weren't landing in the board as I wanted to. I had a lot of bounce out, especially last week on the floor, a lot of bounce out. So I was like, okay, change back to the old darts for now, and then we'll see in the next couple of weeks.
Do you still feel that you're getting over the issues that you had in the Premier League? Obviously, because you rushed back to playing it. In hindsight, you probably should have had a few weeks to recover. Do you feel you're still recovering because of that rushness to come back?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Not physically wise. I think physically I'm back to my full 100%, but probably mentally, rushing back, which maybe in hindsight I shouldn't have done. But with the schedule we have, especially with the Premier League going on, there's not you can't take 2 or 3 weeks off because you're out of the playoffs, you're out of the European tours, the Pro Tours, and so I rushed back. Maybe it wasn't the smart idea to do, but now I feel physically 100%. I feel good, but losing that many games because of rushing back probably damaged me more than I would have hoped. But it's part of the game, and I'm really happy to be winning some games again.
You touched on your shirt just quickly, but who was the idea for the Lego blocks on the back? Because that's like the little details that we don't often see, and a great detail as well. Whose idea was that?
The guys who designed all the social, my physically, my visuals for the social media, my girlfriend and me and my manager, we think about like all the cities we travel to, especially for the World Series, and how we're going to create some shirts. So that's why we came up with this shirt and also with the Lego on the back. For New York, it's going to be something different as well, with like a different design of the GVV letters on the back, and I think it's a nice touch to show. Especially for myself, that I'm just happy to be here in all these great cities, and yeah, for me, it's also something nice. It's nice to wear something different.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, mate.
Hello, Gian. Thank you for your time.
No worries,
How
Connor.
do you reflect on your debut Premier League campaign? I know you'd be disappointed not to make the top four, but was it a real learning curve for you with it being your first time?
Yeah, for sure. Even though I was number three of the world going into it, and I always felt like it was my first time. I'm still here to learn. I'm not expecting myself to go to the O2, and I was just happy, especially with everything that happened in the week going, like the 16 weeks in the Premier League, with my physical issues. I was happy to be in contention for the 14 weeks. So looking back to it, it was a massive learning curve. It's a massive experience playing all those big crowds and big venues. So yeah, even though I finished seventh in the end, I'm quite satisfied with my Premier League.
When we spoke to you during the World Series at the start of the year, just before the Premier League, you said that because you're an aviation enthusiast, that you didn't think that the travelling would affect you as it may do some other players. But now that you've done 16 weeks of the Premier League and three World Series events, do you still have that same attitude?
I don't mind spending time at the airport. The hotels is a bit different story, but it's difficult to getting from hotel to hotel, different bed every night. I think like all the dart players understand, but people outside of darts, they don't understand that you in 2 weeks' time you sleep in nine different beds. That's gonna have effect on every human being, and that's the same on us dart players. But looking back at it now, it's been a fantastic Premier League for myself, even though the results weren't there. I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed even the traveling. I didn't mind it at all. And yeah, so looking back at it, I don't have any regrets.
And just looking ahead to the World Cup next week, I know you played in it last year, but this is the first time you'll play with Michael van Gerwen, who has been really the king of Dutch darts for a long, long time. What are your thoughts on that? Because technically you would head in there as the captain on ranking.
On ranking, yeah. On persona, no. Yeah, it's a tournament where I played last year with Danny Noppert, and I loved every leg, every moment on that stage, and I'm really looking forward to getting back on there. This year, of course, with Michael, it's going to be very different because last year with Danny, Danny and I, we know each other's game inside and out. We know each other really well, and with Michael, it's going to be very different. But I still think we're going to click on that stage. We're going to do really well, and hopefully Sunday evening we're going to lift that trophy.
We've seen Michael pull out the World Cup sometimes in the past few years, but when we spoke to him earlier, he said that he was really looking forward to playing with you, and that's something you mentioned when we spoke to him, thinking Saudi Arabia or Bahrain as well. Is it nice to hear those words when you hear someone like Michael van Gerwen saying he's looking forward to playing with you on that stage?
Yeah, of course. If Michael didn't fancy it, he could have pulled out easily because that's what he's done the past couple of years. And like he said to me as well, I don't know what it's like to play with you, so I want to give that a go. And he said to me as well today that he was really looking forward to it. So hopefully it's going to be a great weekend again next week. But I know next year when I'm going to play with Michael, if we are allowed to play again, and he pulls out that I didn't do well enough this weekend. So it's going to be some pressure, but no, I'm just going to enjoy it, and hopefully it's going to be a great one.
Thanks, Jan. Good luck for the rest of the tournament and good luck next
Cheers,
week.
mate. Thank you.